The Sierra Vista Community Theatre is back at it again as Meteor Shower will take the stage February 6th through the 22nd. And you need to get your tickets right now. You can get your tickets in the post description, but that's why we are checking in here today, the day before the action starts. On this episode of Checking In with Jeff Davenport, brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community. You know who serves the community? Oh, do we have another one? Come on in, come on in. Grab a chair, grab a chair. We got more people joining the fun for Meteor Shower, which is opening Friday, tomorrow, as this video is going out. And this is exciting. I don't know much about this. That's why I'm excited to be here. Ryan, would you introduce yourself to everybody?
Yes, I am Ryan Gadmartin. I'm the director of Meteor Shower.
Ryan, congratulations.
Hey.
How many shows have you been a part of here at the Sierra Vista Community Theatre over its existence? Yeah,
I want to say 8 or 9, not including the one acts and things like that.
Yeah,
about 8 or 9.
How is, and this is your first time directing? Or?
Yes, yeah, first main stage directing.
Let's talk about that. The adventure that goes from acting and all the other roles that you've played to deciding that yes, you know, and the theater chose you to direct this particular show. Was it a show that you always had on your mind, or was it just the opportunity to direct any show?
I had never heard of this show until they said, hey, we're accepting pitches to direct for next year. And I was like, Steve Martin? Sure, let's go for it. Hadn't read it, didn't know anything about it. Finally got a script of my own, was reading through it, and I went, oh, this is not what I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I'm already here. Might as well pitch for it anyway. It was, it's, imagine if Steve Martin wrote Twilight Zone. That's what this script really is.
Yeah, I'm trying to imagine that. It's very difficult too, because we know a lot of us, I mean, maybe the young people don't know him as much as, you know, I remember the SNL days, and then obviously, you know, Only Murders in the Building is what he's big with right now. But he's also a very accomplished musician, Grammy Award-winning banjo player, and all sorts of stuff that he's done over the course of his incredible career in entertainment. But this was, how old is this show? When did he write this?
Yeah, I was going to say it's only been around for a little bit.
Okay, so about 10 years ago, he decided, yeah, I just don't have enough to do, so I'm going to write a play, a production.
Yeah.
And this was talk about the fun of directing this. How many cast members are there?
So there's 4 characters and 8 total cast members.
Okay. Does that seem like something that was manageable for you, or? It
was a lot more manageable than, let's say, Producers, which had 30 people in it. I will take a 4-cast show any day. It was a lot easier.
How would you describe your directorial style? What kind of things have you learned possibly from the directors that you've worked with on those 8 or 9 other shows that you've been a part of? Were you able to inherit things from them to use on this main stage, that you were an actor taking direction from them? There
are definitely a lot of little things that I learned, like I didn't do it nearly as much as I probably should have, but asking people, what do you think in this scene? What's going through your head while you're doing this? Things like that really help out. I have more of a natural approach, meaning you do whatever feels natural in this scene. If it looks weird, we'll fix it. But a lot of it is just natural movement through the scene with your fellow actors. So it's just a lot of what feels right, and make sure you're standing in this place at this line. That's all that matters.
So what is it about Steve Martin meets Twilight Zone that the butts are going to be in all these seats here inside the Sierra Vista Community Theatre? How can you sell this to the public right now as the director of Meteor Shower, playing right here at the Sierra Vista Community Theatre, February 6th through the 22nd?
Well, it's a lot of back and forth. The show is constantly a back and forth dance with the actors. Things are changing all the time. You never really know what's going to happen. This show can be summed up in never let them know your next move. Oh, because you never really know what's going to happen scene to scene. You could be sitting there at the start of the night, one scene, and next thing you know, it's the end of the night, and oh well, wait, we're back at the start of the night again, but wait, something's different. What's going on? You never know what's going to happen. It is constantly changing. It is constantly bonkers. It is absurd. It is insane, and it is hilarious.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to see it. Ryan, would you like to introduce, who would you like to talk to next?
Yes. You know what? Let's start with X, who plays Gerald.
Oh, by the way, let's hear it for Ryan. Everybody, hear it for Ryan. Very, very well done. Very well done. Xavier, my friend, introduce yourself to everybody.
I am Xavier Young, and I am playing Gerald Newman in Meteor Shower.
Hello, Newman. All right, so nobody got that joke. Nobody got that reference. They're too young. They're too young to understand that. So it's all right. That's fine. So this is, how many productions have you been in here at the Sierra Vista Community Theatre? We're talking a handful as well, more than a handful.
Upwards of probably close to 15 now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You really got to think about it.
I have
You're
to
like
think
running out
about
of
it.
fingers. You got to start counting on the toes too.
There's like pictures on the wall out there, and I like can count on, I think, my hands and toes how many pictures I am in out there. So
That's
yeah.
awesome. That's so much fun. What keeps you coming back? You know, I mean, people watch this and they go, gosh, you know, I love our community and I've been to the community theater, or maybe they didn't know it was here. That's why we do this, and remind them of the amazing talent that's in this community. What keeps you coming back to all these shows, all these years, literally, that you've been doing this?
Honestly, the people and the relationships that I've made here, it's hard to kind of break off from that when you dive deep into theater families and stuff like that. But also, I wouldn't want to break off from this family. I've met a lot of strong workers, strong people here, talented people. I love working with everybody here. And it's just been an awesome experience every time.
Really has become a family. I mean, as I've seen it grow and to be a part of a very minor role in the things that happen here, doing the interviews with you guys before the big shows, and then of course emceeing a couple different shows that happened over the years, which have been great. Let's talk about your role in this particular production, Meteor Shower. Can you describe it in a way that will have people say, you know what, I'm going to tap that button right there in this post description that has the link to the tickets, because I need to see our Lord and Xavier in this particular role.
Gerald is very eccentric. I will say I have had a lot of fun playing this role because I have been able to give my 100% into it without having to be told to pull it back as much. I've been told to pull it back a little bit, but I get to play a wild, fun character. I'm all over the stage. I'm literally throwing myself on the ground in a few scenes. It's just so fun. I'm exhausted by the end of the night every single time I do it, but I love it.
So you get to leave it all literally out on the field, out on the stage.
Yep.
In this case, I call him our Lord and Xavier because you played what role?
Jesus in Godspell.
That's right. So that I came up with that, but no one else did. That was my brainchild. And he was like, "That's so funny," and I'm like, "I know, I'm funny." And absolutely. Well, congratulations on this role. Looking forward to seeing you in it. And would you like to introduce actually, it's here for Xavier. And would you like to introduce the next person you'd like me to talk to?
Yeah, let's talk to Jack, who plays Norm.
Oh, Jack. How are you, friend?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Awesome.
How many shows does this make for you in the Sierra Vista Community Theatre at this point?
4 shows that I've acted in, including tech, about 6 shows.
Okay. So working the tech side versus the stage side, both of them are very demanding in their own ways. Do you find it more comfortable to be on stage or in tech?
Oh, on stage, definitely. I'm a lot more of an actor than I am a tech. I like both, but because I like helping people. That's what I like about teching. But I enjoy acting a lot more.
That's fun. Well, talk about your role in Meteor Shower, playing the 6th through the 22nd here at the Sierra Vista Community Theatre.
So I played Norm. How I would...
Norm! See, so we got Hello Newman and we got Norm. I'm giving all the old TV references for this.
I don't get a last name, though. I'm not that special.
Okay.
But so... he and then his wife, Corky, they've been going through like a little bit of like marital trouble. And they invite over Teresa's character, Laura, and Xavier's character, Gerald, to kind of like, almost to like sort of like observe their relationship and see if that'll like help them in any way. It doesn't go great, but Norm himself, he's very much so like kind of like a little bit of a straight man, especially towards the beginning. He's a bit more like, not uptight, but he's like a bit more awkward and kind of like regular dude. He thinks he's like a bit more like suave and witty than he really is, because he definitely isn't. But yeah.
Talk about the time of rehearsal, getting ready for a show like this. Obviously, rehearsals are pretty much done at this point. It's wrapped because you're hitting the live stage tomorrow night. What have the rehearsal process been like in working with the cast?
Oh, it's been great. It's one of the smoothest rehearsal processes I've probably been through. Yeah, thanks to those two. I've loved working with every single one of like the cast, the crew. They're all amazing. Even just like blocking out the show, we got that done super quick. What was it, Ryan? Like 2 weeks, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah. And we just been like perfecting the show basically since then. And I think we're all excited for this to hit the stage tomorrow.
Do you still get butterflies? You've done this a handful of times, and I should have asked the guy who's done it 15 times, if you still get butterflies, but, or is it just all focus at that point?
So, I guess like a little bit of nerves, but it's kind of like good nerves in a way, if that makes sense. You're like, oh, wow, there's an audience, but it also kind of like puts you on your A game a little bit. So it is a lot of that like focus and like good kind of nerves that you kind of melt off after like the first scene or two for me.
Awesome. Well, and that's all it's gonna take for you to hit the stage and be a part of this. Let's hear it for Jack, everybody. Jack, you get to introduce whoever we're gonna talk to next.
All right. Teresa, you're right next to me.
Hi, Teresa. Teresa, introduce
Hi.
yourself.
I'm Teresa Tate. I am playing Laura. She is the wife of Gerald.
Excellent.
I'm also the set designer.
So let's talk about the two. I'm excited about that side of it because it's something that maybe you take for granted when you walk onto a stage like this or sit in front of the stage like this is literally every component from the art on the wall to the 3 bottles and the glasses under here, all on the backside that nobody even sees but will be touched. Talk about what it takes to be a set designer for the Sierra Vista Community Theatre.
I kind of cheated on this one because I saw that we were doing the show. I looked into it. I approached Ryan about doing the set before he even pitched to direct it.
It's true.
Because if you get this show, I have ideas.
She actually convinced me to pitch for it. I almost missed the deadline by like an hour.
Wow.
She was on me to make sure I was
Interesting. Okay. So you were actually like the catalyst for what would be his directorial debut, because you already had in your mind what this would look like.
I mean, not really. He's just a procrastinator. So
not going to argue that point.
Well, let's talk about. So you have 2 roles then. I mean, being able to design the set and have that, and then act as well.
Yes.
And of course, with the Sierra Vista Community Theatre, everybody wears multiple hats. Sometimes during the same production. How has that process been like for you to be able to divide time between make sure that everything on the set is good, and then running through lines and rehearsing with all the cast?
It really hasn't been as rough on this show as it has been on previous shows. As they've already talked about, it's a very small cast, so rehearsals went very smoothly. We were collaborating with each other all along the way, and this set is, I'm proud of it, but we don't have a lot of moving pieces. We don't have to change out walls and move furniture. So once we had the set image of what it was going to be, it sort of took care of itself.
Interesting. So looking at this, do you get distracted sometimes while you're acting going, oh, I could have done that differently with the set, or oh, that artwork is a little bit off? Or are you focused 1,000% in the moment when you're acting on stage?
I don't focus 100% on anything. I have ADHD.
Okay. So that means your mind is able to be in multiple places at once and be able to do that's exactly what that means. Well, did I ask you how many shows you've been a part of here? I don't think I did.
Acting probably 4 or 5, maybe twice that if you count designing.
Okay.
Because I've also done costumes and props, and I was set designer on producers.
That's so much fun. Again, there's parts of this theater troupe that a lot of people don't get to see. They come in and they're here for the show, they're here for the acting, and then they go and give high fives to the actors after the show is over. But yeah, you almost forget that this didn't just happen by accident. This is here purposefully.
Somebody had to paint.
Yes, on a very limited budget, and being able to put something like this together, that's what makes the Sierra Vista Community Theatre so great. I think it's part of it. So, well, that's all the time we have. No, I'm kidding. There's one. Big hand for Teresa. Big hand for Teresa. Big hand for Teresa. All right, Teresa, introduce our final person we'll talk to.
You are not getting out of this, Cameron. Our production stage manager.
So it must
Hey, we wouldn't put our actors through something we ourselves wouldn't do. Those are your words.
This was supposed to be my day off.
Yeah, I know. Well, welcome to your day off. Introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi, I'm Cameron Swan. I'm the production stage manager of Meteor Shower.
The PSM of this production, Cameron. How many productions have you been a part of here at the Sierra Vista Community Theatre?
I think acting-wise, maybe 4 or 5, and then tech-wise, like double that.
Yeah, infinity at that point. To know that you've been a part of this thing for so long, and like Xavier, what keeps you coming back? Is it the opportunity to be creative, to work with creatives, or is it just that need to be surrounded by like-minded people?
Definitely the people. They keep me coming back, and it's pretty much just a great outlet of being able to get your ideas out there and grow as a person. Like, I can't tell you how immature and awful I was literally 2 years ago compared to now. I am superior than I was then.
But doesn't that make you feel good to know that these people have had that kind of positive impact on you? I mean, you might be saying that tongue in cheek, but in a serious way, isn't it great that there is an outlet like this to be able to cause you to grow and almost force you to grow in a challenge way, to challenge you to grow, not force you, but challenge you to maybe step out of your comfort zone and try something new.
Yes, definitely out of my comfort zone. I mean, this guy right here was my enemy for the longest time.
We still hate each
and
other.
now he's my best friend. So it's been great, huh?
We're best friends now?
Yeah.
Wow.
Look, I mean,
It's a weird
these are, but again, that I think it goes back to what Xavier said about the family aspect of this theater, especially for those who've been around for a number of shows. And I mean, it's incredible to see the familiar faces every time you come in here. But the cool part is you're always looking for new people, and people who are watching this right now, they're thinking, man, how do I get to be a part of this? And be like Cameron, whether it's behind the scenes on the tech side, whether it's production side or acting side, what's the best way for someone to get involved?
Just walk through the front doors and say, hey, I want to help out.
Yeah.
Like,
Easy as that.
Easy as that. There's usually someone here, like, whether it's doing something creative like costumes or set or something, or during rehearsals, just walk on in and say, hey, I want to sign my name up, get me to do something.
And let's talk about your role for this particular show, for Meteor Shower, February 6th through 22nd, right here at the Sierra Vista Community Theatre. Link for all the tickets is in the post description. Being the production stage manager, what does that entail? Like, we have the director, we talked to Ryan, the director, but what does the production stage manager entail?
While he handles all the creative aspects of everything, I handled the more logistic side and then give him a few ideas of like, hey, how do you think this would work? And then he's like, well, this is my idea. How do we get it to come across? And I'll throw something out here and he's like, yeah, let's do that. Or, no, I don't think so. So I kind of organize everything that's going to happen and make sure the show runs smoothly. So
it is a collaboration between everybody, but obviously for you two to be able to do what you do and make this show possible, the collaboration was there from the beginning to be able to understand those roles and how you help each other to make it stronger, to make it better.
We were literally told the other day that we have the same actions because we are so in sync at this point, which is why you're my best friend now.
Aww.
So
What was it? We both had like the same.
yeah, we did this and then the neck. Yeah, the exact
and then we
same.
both cracked our knuckles at the exact same time in the same way.
Like you have to be in sync to make
It was
sure.
pretty creepy.
That's
Yeah.
that's amazing.
You have to make sure you're in the
but
same
but
page,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure as a cast that makes you feel comfortable knowing that these people, they're so in sync, and that means everything is going to be fine.
It's very uncomfortable when they do this.
Yeah, a little bit. But
It's
I just
uncomfortable.
want to say, if we're in sync, I want to be Joey Fatone. You can be Timberlake. I want to be Fatone. If we're
That's
gonna be
fair
in
because
sync.
then I can go off
Look
on
at
my
this.
own
Look
and
at this.
succeed.
Look at the jokes here. Well, congratulations on this. So big round of applause. Big round of applause. Big round of applause.
Thank you.
Let's pass the mic back to Ryan one last time, buddy. Let's wrap this thing up. And how excited are you? What's going through your mind the night before? Is it just, hey, we've done all that we can and we're ready?
We have given them all the tools they need. They just need to use them. That's about it. We have poured, how many months into this?
I was going to say, the process of this started when?
Auditions started just before Thanksgiving, so we could beat the holiday rush. Rehearsals started the day after the first weekend of Miracle because I was lead for that, so I couldn't do anything else. December 12th is when rehearsals started.
Wow.
So we had very little time, really, in the grand scheme of things, to get everything done.
Yeah.
But we made it work. We thought we were going to be behind, and we ended up being ahead for half of it at least.
Well, goodness gracious, and the time has arrived. The
Yes.
curtain will draw, and it will be the Sierra Vista Community Theatre's production of Meteor Shower, starting tomorrow, Friday, February 6th, running through the 22nd. And if you love the arts, if you love supporting the arts, the best way to do that is to come to see a show right here at the Sierra Vista Community Theatre. We need you to tag your friends, tag your family. Please share this video around.
Please.
Let everybody know that the Community Theatre has the show, and this is the place to go.
Yes. I would like to give a warning. We do have very quick moving lights. We do have a smoke effect. And technically, the show is rated R.
Okay.
There's a lot of adult themes in the show.
Okay.
So if anyone wants to bring their children, just know I will judge you. But also not question it because it's a great show and everyone should see it.
Be careful, so keep that in mind,
Yes.
obviously. But again, your friends, coworkers, and family of age to come and see this show and be a part of the Meteor Shower by Steve Martin
We do have
right
a
here.
performance on Valentine's Day, so
We do have the Valentine's Day show. Date
Okay.
night is approaching quick.
Oh, so there you go. Get those date night tickets in. This is the place to be. February 6th through the 22nd right here at the Sierra Vista Community Theatre. Meteor Shower by Steve Martin. Guys, thank you so much for letting us check in with you all. You all are amazing. And thank you for watching this episode of Checking In with Jeff Davenport, brought to you by SSVEC, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community. Twilight Zone meets what?
Steve Martin comedy.
Okay, all right. So comedy and sci-fi and wackiness will ensue right here on this very stage at the Sierra Vista Community Theatre starting tomorrow night, Friday, February 6th. Get your tickets right now. In that post description, you will see that link. You tap that. It'll take you right there to get your tickets, and you can be part of the audience, part of the fun for Meteor Shower by Steve Martin with all these fine folks here and that many more for the Sierra Vista Community Theatre's production going on the next couple weeks here. Thank you again for watching this video. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for tagging your friends and family that you want to go to this show with. Support the arts, everybody. The best way to do it is come to a show at the Sierra Vista Community Theatre. Have a great night and a great day. Break a leg, everybody, and we will check in with you again later on. Woohoo! Yay! You guys are